So we're going to be taking a look at Michaela today, and then we'll click Launch. And from here, we can click Start. Now, a part task trainer is a little bit different from the intervention or the assessment case in that we're teaching a specific skill here. So today, you're going to learn how to administer the expressive vocabulary test, second edition. So we'll say Start, and then we'll be offered the option to start in learning mode or assessment mode. In learning mode, you'll be provided with feedback the entire time you're completing the case. In assessment mode, you do not receive any feedback until after you have submitted the case. So let's start in learning mode. And then from here, we're going to show our clipboard. The clipboard's going to be where all the information we collect during a case gets stored. It will also have our referral information. Here we see that Michaela is 6 years old, and we've been assigned to complete the EBT2. Across the top of the screen, you'll see referral, manual, screening or assessments, assessment results, and summary. We're going to be working in each of these areas, and our ultimate goal is to receive a 90% competency level or greater. To the left of the headers are circles. These circles are progress meters that will gradually fill in as we make reflective decisions or select reflective questions. Let's say Start Case Study.
Hi, I'm Michaela, and I am 6 years old.
And then we can go to our referral.
Michaela is a 6-year-old girl referred for an evaluation. You are assigned to complete the Expressive Vocabulary Test, second edition, with Michaela and report your findings.
Now you have questions that you can select here. Questions are going to be reflective, meaning they earn you points, or they're acceptable, meaning they're just neutral. And then you'll have questions that are sometimes rejected, and questions are rejected if they're insensitive, if they're not developmentally appropriate, if they use medical jargon that your listener can't understand, or if they're redundant. So reflective questions earn you points, acceptable ones are neutral, they don't impact your score, and rejected ones cause you to lose points. So you want to be careful in your question selection. From here, we would move to our manual, and we can click on the manual.
Thank you for referring to the abbreviated version of the EVT2 manual. It is recommended that you read the EVT2 manual for complete administration directions before administering the test. A portion of the EVT2 manual was sent to your clipboard for review.
So again, we were told that the manual was sent to our clipboard. If we look over here on the right-hand side, we can see the manual, and that will come up in as a PDF. It is very important here that you read the manual. You will not be able to complete the test unless you do. And then we would move to screening assessment instruments, and we can go to vocabulary, and we would choose the EVT2 start age 5 to 6 for Michaela. And from here, we can print out our record form. So we can bring that up in the form of a PDF. And then we can start to administer our test. Now you'll see my progress meter did fill in because I chose the right start age, but I'm also going to get a score here on how well I score this test. And we'll see that in our report a little bit later. If you want to make this easel bigger, you can always click the square here, and that will full screen that. So let's click Next, and we can read our directions. And then we can start to administer the test. So I'm going to say, what do you see? Play the response, and the Michaela
A puppy.
respond. You'll mark that as correct, incorrect, or incorrect, and then click Next. Play the next response.
Singing.
Mark it as correct, and move to the next item. You can play the response.
A leaf.
A leaf. Now you also have the ability to check your response. So let's say that we actually marked this incorrectly, and then I click feedback, and here you can see that I did mark that one incorrectly. So you would just go through all the items, you would want to print out your record form and use that to tally responses as well as score it here. From there, you would total up your raw score, and then you would look back in your manual to look up all of these scores. And once you did that, you would then come to a summary statement, and you want to indicate where Michaela's expressive vocabulary functioning is falling. So just choose the best statement and then click submit. The main thing here is to remember to read your manual. That's going to help you the most in these part task trainers where you are administering tests. So now I'm going to submit the case, and then I receive my overall score. Again, like some of the other cases, we do have a skills check here, and you can see what my score is for just scoring the test. So I only got 2 items correct, 1 wrong, so I'm at 2% right now for my skills check. That is tabulated into your overall competency rating. Remember, you do need a 90 or above to count those for clock hours. We can then export our report. And here we see everything that we put into our clipboard, including in our skills check, the answers that were correct or incorrect. And that is how a part task trainer works.